Now that we're ready to read the cross-sectional component of our CT scan, I think it's very important before you start reading that you kind of set things up in a way that makes it easy to transition from one part of your search pattern to another. How you do this is going to change depending upon how many monitors you have, the software you're using, the search pattern that you're using. But for our purposes, for this video series, I'm going to advocate for just putting up two different orientations at once. And I'll show you what I mean. So for this particular software, we can come up here and then split our sequence here. What we have on the left, this is our axial. I like to keep the axial on the left and use something like 2.5 millimeter cuts for this particular type of study. And then on the right here, I'm going to use my right arrow key to bring me to the sagittal view. And now what we can do is we can turn on our reference lines. So you just right click, go to toggle reference lines, and now as we're scanning, we can see the level that we're at on the axial scan right here. I think this is very helpful for co-localizing any findings that you see. And then when you go on the sagittal too, it can help you kind of orient yourself. So let's say, we're scanning through and we're trying to figure out, where is, what is this and what level is it at? We can see it here. And then we can bring our sagittal and just find it right here. Another thing that you can do is called triangulation. So you can turn this on, and then if you're kind of scanning through and you're trying to find, let's say we're looking at the bladder here and we want to find it on the sagittal, all we have to do is click, and then you can see as I move my mouse, the triangulation moves as well too. So this is just a very elegant way to be able to kind of triangulate things. Let's say, the aorta at this level, we want to see where we're at, or, vice versa. We have this branch coming off. We want to see how it looks on the axial. All you have to do is turn on the triangulation and click, and it really helps orient you. So this is just my personal plug. I think that it's very, very helpful to have these two views up. And just use both of these panes at one time. So as you're going through your search pattern, you can quickly, kind of corroborate and co-localize between orientations. And I think it's very, very helpful.